injuries right now.
Yeah.
What does it put the onus on? I mean, not having Jabari is first off potentially. How does that change the defense?
Not really. Don't change it. I mean, we got guys that can play, and we're always going to rotate and move guys around and see who's available. So as those guys get treatment through the week, we'll see how they respond. But today was a good day. I like their energy. We just got to continue to work the game plan.
How was the defense different though without him? Was that a huge?
Well, I
factor
think
in the pass rush not being
anytime you lose an interior rusher that was pretty effective last year and in the first game, I mean, obviously it's going to affect it a little bit. But the big thing there is guys kept playing, and in the fourth quarter we were actually 4 for 4 on third downs, and ended up playing pretty well in the fourth quarter to get the ball back and win the game.
David Reese's performance.
Awesome. I mean, when you look at him, I mean, he's such a gritty guy. I mean, he's tough. He always comes to work, and not really flashy, but steady and productive, and really the leader of the team. I mean, it's 21-10 to start the fourth quarter, 4th and 1, and he does a great job, makes a play, gives our offense the ball right there, after the fourth down stop, gives us real energy, and really played that way the whole game. So I got a lot of respect for him.
Excuse me. How determined you think he was based on the fact that he missed last year's game and they were able to kind of run
Yeah, I mean, I think that, when you looked at it, I think this year they were like 3-4 carry, and when a team runs as many runs as they have, that's not bad. I think last year they were 5 plus, so I think that is a correlation to one, strength in the weight room with Coach Savage and having David back too. And then David's a very prideful guy that is very competitive, and winning's important to him, and that's why I'm glad he's on my team.
Todd, when we talked to Dan earlier today, most of the talk was about quarterback. For you, can you kind of break down what Tennessee does offensively?
Yeah, I mean, when you look at them from a quarterback perspective, they're a pro-style system. Their quarterback is going to progression read, and with the guy that they got, he really does a good job of reading that and understanding where to go with the ball. So really it's a pro-style offense that is going to throw the ball relative to the coverage, and he's got some reads to go through, and I think the guy's done a good job with his reads. So we've got to understand that we've got to play well and be in that tight coverage.
A lot of the guys today made it seem like, despite their results from the first 2 games, these guys are a team that you have to be aware of. Why?
Oh yeah, SEC game. I mean, it's SEC. It's it's Florida, Tennessee. For them, it's the beginning of a new season from the standpoint of first league game. It's our chance to play at home in the swamp in an SEC game. So, I mean, anytime you're playing an SEC game, it's a big game. So it's really big for us.
On paper, Sean Davis seems to be
playing well,
as improved as anyone.
Yeah,
in the
I mean,
defense.
he's been noticeably improved. Has shown up to be a productive tackler, making plays on the ball. Had 2 interceptions, and honestly, if we hadn't had a tip, he may have had a 3rd one. So really pleased with his progress. We'll continue to play him like we have been, and hope he continues to be productive for us.
What's been the difference? I mean, he's definitely
I think it's just
more in shape.
we try. I think that it's a combination of one, another year in our strength and conditioning program, and then I think that there's a lot of carryover in the system, and it's kind of clicked for him, and he does a good job being the quarterback back there, and he makes plays. He can run, he can hit, and he's been really productive. So I've been very proud and pleased of his production.
Brad's first game back, how did he kind of grade out for you?
Brad did a good job. I mean, anytime you come back, sometimes from a situational standpoint, there's some things that you kind of get in games that can help you. But Brad's a physical guy. He's really competitive. He's a guy that really wants to do it the way you ask him to do it, so he's coachable in that regard. He's a physical presence as a safety, as a tackler, and a run filler, and he can cover guys. So, we'll continue to work with him, and pleased with his performance, and we'll just continue to give him reps.
How good was Kentucky's line?
I think they're a good team. I think they're one of the better lines in the league. Okay. I think their O-line coach does a really good job. I think their offense does a good job. I think they're probably very comparable to me to Mississippi State when Dan was there. From a physicality standpoint, I think that's probably a good comparison, and I think they do a good job.
Do you think